So swapping out light fixture should be easy enough. The challenge is you're usually on a ladder like I am, up in the air. You're holding on to the stranded wire or wires coming from your fixture, trying to hold those in place and then using the small wire nut to get that securely connected together. And the key is securely connected together, and it can just be a lot to balance, literally. Balancing on the ladder, balancing the weight of the fixture, and then trying to make that connection. There is a better way, and let me show you how. Like most projects that go smoothly, it's all in the setup and having the right parts. So here I'm gonna remove the old lamp holder and check to make sure I don't have power before diving in. Then I'm going to remove the electrical tape that's actually on these connections and snip off the old pigtails, simplifying everything. Now I got a few more connections in here because I have a 3-way light switch, but I'm just going to trim off those 3 connections and cap those with a wire nut since they are soldered in solid connections. That was a recommendation from a past viewer, and I always appreciate you guys' feedback. So I'll tuck those up and out of the way and really just simplifying down to the neutral, hot, and ground, which we'll be working with for this light fixture. And I want to make this as easy as possible once I have the fixture in the air. So I'm going to clean up these grounds, trim it up a little bit, and then with a 5-pin Wago lever nut with a pigtail already installed, I'll go ahead and connect those all together and tuck it up out of the way in the electrical box. Then I'll take this grounding clip, again recommended from a viewer, to ground that electrical box, which was not grounded prior, and it's also going to give me this pigtail, which I'm going to use to connect to the light fixture. Then I'm going to trim up the neutral and hots. You do need to be careful trimming too short. I'm sure some of you will point that out, because I want to connect this up to a 3-pin Wago for each of these. Now there is actually a cool new Wago 221 lever nut, and that's the 2401. It's just a butt splice, and it actually has a small test port here also for a multimeter. Pretty great for small applications like this, where actually I just am going to connect this ground coming off of our electrical box with the ground coming off the light, and you just need a butt splice here. So these are fairly new, at least in the US and Canada. I'll show links in the description, and then in the next few months you'll actually find them on my Amazon store, where you'll find all the other kits that I have, which are a great starting point when getting into the lever nuts for your projects. So this is really why this is the better method for hanging these light fixtures, because now for the first time when I have the light fixture and I'm coming up top, all I'm doing is connecting my wires like this ground, flipping the lever. Now that is enough of a connection to hold the weight. Then I'm connecting my hot, and then connecting my neutral. This is all in real time. It is literally this easy because you really only have 3 levers to flip. Then you can just mount your fixture and you're ready to go. There's also a big benefit when you want to remove this. So say you're doing some painting, some work on your ceiling. So all you have to do is you're just flipping the levers, and now you have your fixture removed, the wires are not damaged, and you can replace it just as easy after that project. So I feel for a little bit more cost, this is the only way to go for us DIYers. Now, if you want to continue diving into DIY electrical and just up your knowledge, check out this video right here, and I'll show you the internals of a commercial grade outlet versus a residential, and let you know why I always use commercial grade on my projects. So thanks for joining me on this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.